These should be posted in the Google Classroom, so they should be posted on there. But anyhow, so again, diagonal has to be inside the shape. You're welcome. Okay, so real quick, guys, you do have to know the names of the shapes. You guys know what a triangle is. It has 3 sides, but you have to know if it has 4 sides, if it has 5 sides, so on and so on. So we'll just kind of, if you look at the list that's in front of you, this is something you kind of just have to know. If you're taking a test, we might say, if you have a nonagon, you have to know how many sides does a nonagon have. So a triangle has 3 sides, quadrilateral is 4, pentagon is 5, hexagon is 6, 7 is heptagon, octagon, like a stop sign is always an octagon, that's 8-sided. Nonagon, think of 9, so nonagon is 9. Yeah? That one sounds like an anime name. Decagon is 10 sides. And then 12 sides is dodecagon. What number do you kind of notice is missing? They just, did y'all notice it just, I don't know why they skip the left. Like, well, you can't have a, come on, Reagan, come on now. I'm messing with you. All right, so 11, if it's not on the list, we're going to use numbers. So because we are going to talk about a shape that it's 33 sides. So we're not going to, there is no name for that. So if it has 33 sides, we're just going to call it 33 gon. If it has 100 sides, we're just going to call it 100 gon. Does that make sense? So it's 100 gon, 99 gon, 98 gon. So you can have a lot of sides on the shape. So just kind of remember that, so on and so on. Okay. So now within these kind of shapes, we're going to have 2 types. We're going to have concave and convex. If you look at the screen, you have the concave as first. Concave to me kind of has 2 sides that kind of cave in. The way you can tell is that if you connect 2 corners and the diagonal can be outside of the shape, it's a concave. So if you look at the concave one, if you look at that dotted line, that's a diagonal. The diagonal is outside the shape. So it can be outside, but this is only true for concave. A convex cannot have a diagonal on the outside, only a concave. Okay, so you do have to know the difference between a concave and a convex. So let's do a little practice. If you're in person, just be ready to answer. Okay, so you can do it in your head, and then I'm going to start asking. If you're at home and you have the pair deck, you can fill this out, and then we're going to start doing it together. So I want you to tell whether or not it's a polygon. So if I ask you, and I'm going to randomly call on people, so if you're at home, be ready. So wake up. And then if you're in person, I'm going to call on you too. So make sure you're paying attention. If it is a polygon, I want you to tell me what kind of polygon it is. So by name. So is it a pentagon? Is it a hexagon? So I'll give you a few minutes to look at the shapes. Be ready to answer. I'm going to go back and forth from in person to at home. So be ready to answer. I'll give you about a few minutes. Say that one more time. If it has, the diagonal has, if you can connect 2 corners of the shape and it's the line that connects them is outside, it's concave. And remember, if it has a curve, it's not a polygon. Okay, guys, so I'm going to start off with you guys at home, since there's more of you at home than there is in person today. I'm just going to start off right off the top. I'm going to go with Miss Aleman. So on the first one, Miss Aleman, you can answer verbally or, oh, you're not done yet? Okay, I'll give you a couple more minutes.
Did you get for Christmas from Sue, please?
I didn't get it. I focus on my kids. I don't really, I know my fiance bought me some golf stuff, and then that's about it. It was all golf. They know how much I like golf, so they gave me a bunch of golf stuff.
You didn't even treat yourself.
And I did treat myself though. I bought me some boots. I like having boots every now and then, and so I bought me some boots.
You gotta really treat yourself.
I mean, you know, I have friends, and they do nice things for me and stuff.
I'm like lost right now.
Okay. So Miss Alaman, I see she did tell me she's a little lost, and I'm sure she's not the only one. So Miss Alaman, so I'm just going to, you can answer out loud or in chat. I'm just going to ask you one question. Okay, and you just have to say yes or no. Is the first shape a polygon? Yes or no?
Yes.
Man, your voice got deep.
Yes.
It is a shape, right? Now, and then this is just for anybody. What kind of shape is that? Based on the sides, what kind of shape is that? Hexagon, right? As well. So let's do one on the inside of Aiden. I'm going to pick on Aiden right here, Mr. Riley, because he likes to answer for everybody. What the second one, is that a shape? Is that a polygon? Yes or no? Yes. So if it is a polygon, then it has a name. Which one is it? Is it? Let's see. One. You guys agree? Yes, you got to count. Every side has to. Every side counts. I got 7. So
7.
Yeah, look.
Oh, even those 2 lines at the back.
Yeah, everything gets counted. So 1, 2. What was that?
Okay.
But I think we're having a disagreement over here. 7. So we're getting 7. Do you guys see why it's 7? So it's a heptagon. Oh no, you're not gonna fill. So Emily, I'm gonna call on you next. We're going down the list. Emily, so what about the third one? Is that a polygon? Yes or no?
No, sir.
Yeah, good job. So moving on. Miss Martinez, second one. The fourth one, is that a polygon? Yes or no? Yes, you, Miss Martinez. Sorry, my bad. No, good job. That's not a polygon, right?
It's not complete, right?
It's not complete. It has to be closed. Justin, on the next one, is that a polygon? Yes or no?
Yes.
Sweet. How many sides did I say? 1, 2. What kind of shape is it?
Nonagon?
Is it 9? Yeah. Nonagon? Okay.
Nonagon?
Yeah, you're right. Good job. That's right. Nonagon. All right, Oscar, just in time. Is the last one a polygon? Yes or no? No. Good job. All right. Any questions? Pretty easy so far? Nice. Okay, so those are the answers, but we already answered them. You guys did a really good job. Let's keep it going. But now it's going to get a little bit harder, okay? What you're going to do is you're going to tell me 2 things. So again, you can do it in your head mentally, and I'm going to call on you here in a little bit. I want you to tell me 2 things. Number 1, is it convex or is it concave? All right. Number 2, I'm going to ask you if the shape is regular or irregular. Remember, if it's regular, it's perfect. All the sides are congruent and all the angles are congruent. They all have the same measure. Okay, so kind of think about it. I want you to look at it. There's some tricky ones on here that are going to throw you off a little bit. So be ready to answer. I'm going to ask you if it's concave or convex. These are yes or no questions. And is it regular or irregular? So take a second to look at those, or a minute or 2.
So if it's regular, is all the sides are
All the sides have to be the same measure. If one of them is off, it's not regular. And there are some on here that are designed to kind of throw you off a little bit. We'll see. Should put the Jeopardy song while you guys are working. Let's see. Is it the Jeopardy song? It is.
Jesus Christ, I was shipping so much in my life.
I just Googled Jeopardy theme song and it loops for 10 hours.
Oh my gosh. It's stuck in my mouth.
I usually play a game Jeopardy with some kids I teach over the summer. So I have this music looping over and over.
I'm gonna be waiting for my dad out front of the team.
Oh, Courtney did come back. She kept her word. Nice. All right. You guys ready? Anybody need more time? I think we're ready. Let's do it. Okay. So I think we left off with somebody at home. So I'm going to go with in person. So Miss Cross, on the first one, is that concave or convex? Convex, that's right. Convex means, remember, that one, all the diagonals are inside. Now, let me ask this. This is just, I'm asking everybody, is it regular or irregular? Remember, all the angles are the same. So look at the angles. Are all the angles the same measure? No, right? Because look how these have one mark. These have two marks. So that, but that one, Reagan, I do this every year for like the last 5 years. The first answer is always regular. So you're not the first. This one's a little tricky. All the sides are the same, but not all the angles are. One's obtuse, one's acute. So for this one, the first one is irregular. Okay, so second one, Andrew, is it convex or concave?
I think it's convex.
Convex. And this one gets a lot of people. So if you guys look on my screen, and usually I teach this in person, it's easier to teach. But if you're at home and you're on a Pear Deck, if you want to just take a second to look at my screen just while I draw on here. If I connect it I'm going to connect it from this point. If I pick two corners and I connect, oh, that's why. Oops. If I connect it from this corner to that corner, it's outside the shape. So it's concave. So if I connect it, if I can find 2 points where I connect it, it's outside. If I connect these 2 points, they're inside. That's why the first one is convex. The second one is concave. Okay, so that being said, hopefully that helps. This shape right here, is it regular or irregular? So you're saying that all the angles appear to be the same, but are all the sides the same length?
Oh.
So it would be irregular, right? That one's irregular. Reagan, I don't think I've called on you. This shape, the third one, is that concave or convex? Convex, right? Is it regular or irregular? Yeah, it's regular. It's a square. All the sides are the same. All the angles are 90 degrees. It's regular. That's a perfect shape. The next one is what is the next one? Just anybody can answer. Convex, regular or irregular? Regular. All the sides are the same. It's perfect. All the angles are the same. The next one, let's do Parker. Parker, is that looks like a, what is it, arrowhead? Is that convex or concave?
Concave?
Yeah, that's right, concave. This one would be irregular, right? Because you notice that the sides are not the same. That's irregular. But that kind of gives you an idea. But good job, guys. You guys did a really good job on those. They can be confusing. You just notice that sometimes it kind of looks like one or the other. Just got to remember the definitions on those. Okay. So this is an activity I usually like to do in person, but it's just, what are you going to do with this kind of teaching? But what do the angles of a triangle, like if you look at the triangle over to the left, what do all three angles of a triangle add up to? 180, right? So that's one of the things I've always told you guys. You need to know what the three angles of a triangle is. One of the basic things that you need to know, and you're going to use it throughout the year. Like, you have to know that one. But what about when a shape is a quadrilateral? What about when it has more than three sides, like a pentagon, a hexagon? What is the angle sum? What is it going to add up to? So one of the things that they kind of did this for you, which is unfortunate. Look at the second shape. It's a quadrilateral. It has four sides. How many triangles does it take to make the second shape?
2.
2, right? It takes 2 triangles. If I have 2 triangles, that means that it's 180 plus 180. So the angles of a quadrilateral will add up to 360. You guys following me? Okay, so look at the third shape. How many triangles does a pentagon? 3, right? So if that's 3, that means that I would do 3 times 180, and it'll tell you that the pentagon, you add up to, Aiden just hit himself in the eye. Are you okay, Aiden? Okay, he's playing with his mask and he slammed it on his eyeballs. So you do 3 times 180, which gives you 540. Then we're just going in order, and then we do, what is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's 4 triangles, so you do 4 times 180. So the angle sum would be 4 times 180. But here's what I want you to notice, all right? A quadrilateral has how many sides? How many triangles? The next one is 5 sides, 3 triangles, 4 triangles. So if it has 100 sides, how many triangles does it have? 98. How did you do that? It's always minus 2. So if you look at my screen, this is kind of the meat of this lesson so far. It's going to be this part. If it has 3 sides, it takes 1 triangle, so it's 180. If it has 4 sides, it takes 2 triangles, so it's 360. If it has 5 sides, it takes 3 triangles, so it's 540. 6 sides, it takes 4 triangles, which is 720. This goes up by how much? As you go down the table, it goes up by how much every time? No, down here, like, what are we adding every time? Do you guys notice? No. 180 to 360 is?
Not 2, but like it's like a 2 number because not like
I see what you're saying is it's close to 2 actually. It's not over. I know what you're saying. I got you. Uh-huh. The what?
The skate games from like the PS3. Like the certain tricks, they tell you all those angles.
Really?
If you do 2 spins, it's a 360. And if you do say 4 front flips or something, they call it something 720. So that kind of helps me.
Hey, whatever helps, that's good. Speaking of, I played at Halo I did Halo 1, Halo 2, Halo 3 over the break.
Oh, wow.
I don't know, I just do that. I've always, as a kid, actually, I wasn't a kid when I bought it. I was actually a grown man. It just reminds me of Christmas for some reason, so I had to replay those games. Anyway, so, yeah, that was just random. So what this is trying to get you to do is, we want you to see where the formula comes from. We always, just like Reagan was saying, it's always the number of sides minus 2. That's where the n minus 2 comes from. You're always multiplying by 180. If you notice the table, if you add a side, it goes up by 180. Every time you add a side to the shape, it increases by 180 degrees. So if I was to go to 7 sides, it would be 900. 8 sides is 1080, so on and so on. So this formula, if I give you a test and I say, okay, so you have a 65-gon, I want you to tell me what the interior angles add up to. You're going to use this formula. N minus 2 times 180. N is the number of sides. So 65 minus 2 times 180. That's how you use it. Okay. Here's an I would do this on GeoGebra, but we just don't have the time today. But these are exterior angles of a triangle. If I was to add these up, if I do 116 plus 131 and 113, that adds up to 360. If I add up these 4 angles of the quadrilateral, 86 plus 93 plus 89 plus 92, they also add up to 360. The point of this is that it doesn't matter what shape it is, the exterior angles will always add up to 360. The interior angles, that's the only thing that changes. So going back, interior angles will always be depending on the number of sides. So if it has 3 sides, is 180, 4 sides is 360, that's the interior. You always go up by 180. Exterior is always 360. So this is a lot of information. Bell's gonna ring, isn't it? Like in about 5 minutes, I think. I don't want to get too, let me see. I think I'd rather do this right here. So I'll come back to this over here. We'll do this first right here. So we're going to end with this. So this is what I want you to do. If you have a phone, you can do it on your phone. You don't have to write it down if you're in person. But if you're same thing at home, but I want you to be able to ready to answer. I want you to tell me what the angle sum is, the interior angle sum of any shape is. So if you need a calculator, go ahead and bust it out right now. You can use this formula, or if you remember the table, you can just go off the table. A quadrilateral. So you're going to use this formula if you don't know it already. Quadrilateral has how many sides? So you would do 4 minus 2, then times 180. Does that make sense? Yeah. So be ready to answer. Please do these 3. I want you to figure out the interior angle sum for all 3 of those. So do it. You can do it on your phone real quick. You can just calculate it. We could also do Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? Let's see.
Millionaire?
Millionaire. I can talk. We switch songs. I should feel the pressure now.
Wait, so if it's 8, then it'll be, oh wait, I did it wrong.
Yeah, so if it's 8, make sure you do 8 minus 2 times 1.
Oh no. Sarah's in the hospital. So.
Oh no.
When it says 18, then it says 18 seconds.
Yeah, it's 18.
No.
We should play a Who Wants to Be a Millionaire game.
I'm done. I'm not.
Wait, we have to get what now? The interior angles?
Yeah, so the interior is N minus 2 times 180.
Minus 2. Okay.
I don't know if I think they're right. I'm very positive.
You can have some numbers that are big.
Yeah,
So
I have 2 big numbers on them.
yeah, that's normal. Yeah, guys, on the homework, I'm gonna say, well, I would say I shouldn't be doing homework during the notes. You should always wait till after. Well, I assigned it, but don't do it unless you know you're ready. But I don't think, I would say, guys, hold off on the homework. I wish it was something you can do some of it right now. I don't think I covered everything that is on the homework. I'm gonna check here right now. Okay, so here are the answers. You wanna check your answers real quick? Let me know if there are any questions. Hopefully that removes.
What's the number?
2,880.
Oh, what the heck?
You're supposed to do 18 minus 2 times 180 on the last one.
Yeah, that's what I did, and I got negative 342 for something. You see my 15 minus.
Good job, Ray. We're off to a great start. You guys, let me see. Sweet, it's about
Yeah,
time.
what the heck? Negative 342.
Let me see if the homework is doable. Let me look at it real quick.
Well, because it's 16 times 180.
Okay, guys. Well, you guys have a good day. And I'll see you guys on Wednesday. I'll send out an announcement regarding the homework.
Wait, what time does fourth period start?
I think it starts in 5 minutes.
Oh, okay, thank you.
Yeah.
This is gonna be fun.
Bye, sir.
Bye, Courtney. Bye. I'll see you later.
Wait,
Later.
sir, for like the tutoring tomorrow, what time?
I would say if you can at 8 o'clock or whenever you're ready, just message me through Google Form through Google Class or email.
Okay, thank you.
All right.